Hey fuckers, Gaming Leatherneck here. I hope you guys enjoyed that beautiful scene on my ride home today. But anyways, today is going to be something different. Today I'm going to be showing you what kind of weapons that I have and that I personally own at home. Anyways, no time wasted, we're going to get started right now, alright? And boom, you guys like what you see? Alright, so let's go over the most basic shit that I have, okay? And let me put the camera down here somewhere. So I got the camera down set in a good place. I gotta put my old grandpa glasses on because I can't see shit. But anyways, first things first, safety's first, okay? So we're gonna clear every single weapon that I have here. Okay, so visually inspect the chamber. There's no round in chamber. As you guys can see, nothing in the chamber. Next weapon, same thing, no round in chamber. I cleared these weapons before I filmed this, so we're good. But I just want to, show you guys, just in case there's like a, gun safety nut out there is gonna, bitch about not me clearing my own weapons, even though he's not even fucking here, but whatever. The big guy is cleared. Alright, there's no round in chamber. Alright, anyways, let's get started. So, I'm gonna go from the smallest to biggest, or the one that's least customized to biggest. Okay, so the first one that we're gonna start off with is the CZ75B. Now this is the most basic model that I have in terms of customization that I own. I own a total of 3 weapons. Okay, so the only thing that I changed out in this weapon was, or this handgun, I keep calling it a weapon, but this handgun was the guide rod. And I'm going to show you that right now. Actually, I also did change the firing retaining pin right here, mainly because the original one broke in half because it was a hollow fire retaining pin, and I shot this gun so many times that it just snapped. So if any of you guys want to buy a C75B, I would suggest changing it into a solid fire retaining pin, okay? Alright, like I said, it's already cleared. It's just in case. We're going to field strip this, and how you do this is you see, I don't know if you can see it, but there's these 2 hash marks right here. You line it up. You line that shit up, right? And there's a little button right here. You just take the back of a magazine, kind of just push it out. Okay? And once it's pushed out, just pull back again, right? And take it out. Take the slide catch out. Or the slide lock, okay? And take it apart. So what I meant by I changed out the guide rod. Originally it came with the polymer guide rod. I changed it into a steel guide rod, stainless steel guide rod. It increases the accuracy because it's a little bit heavier in the front area of the handgun. Okay, so we're gonna put that back together. I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible, so I'm not gonna go in detail of each pistol and how it looks like field strip. Well, I can pull it up on camera, but I'm not gonna go in detail and all that of each firearm. There are major differences between the two. For example, like the slide rides on the inside of the frame compared to the Glock, where it's the slide rides on the outside of the frame. But I'm not gonna get into it because I don't have a lot of time, and I want to make this video as short as possible for you guys. So I'm gonna put this handgun back together, and I'm gonna speak a little bit about the features of the handgun and the advantages and disadvantages of it. Okay, let me just put it back together. And boom, just line up the hash marks again, and smack it in, right? Alright, so this is a double action handgun. So you got a thumb safety right here, or you can put it in double action right here, where it's going to be, the trigger pull is going to be a little bit heavier, and I believe it's about maybe 12 pounds, I forgot. But then if you put it in single action, it's about doing like 4 point something pounds, I'm not sure. But it's a smooth trigger pull, especially if you broke this weapon in, which I have. In the beginning, yeah, it was a bitch to fucking get used to, but hey, when you break it in, it's completely worth it. And as you can see, there's already marks. There's marks on it from the holster, and me racking it back over and over again, making sure it's clear and all that. But yeah, that's the CZ75B. It's a great weapon, all steel frame, slide rides inside the frame. So yeah, that's the CZ75B for you right there. Anyways, next weapon system that I have is the Glock 17. Okay, it's one of my, actually I like I like it better than the CZ75B, mainly because it has so many aftermarket products that you can find that you can fix your Glock anytime, basically anytime you want to, you know. So you take the magazine out real quick. With the CZ75B, it's very hard to find aftermarket products. I remember I was struggling to find a good holster for me, and man, it's freaking hot in here. But anyways, I found a holster for this guy, Safariland, easy. Okay, there's so many holsters for Glocks out there that is just so easy to find, and plus, it's very, oops, my bad. It's very easy, customizable, and you can make it even more accurate than it in the stock version, okay? So anyways, let's get down to the meat and potatoes of this weapon system, of how I customized it. Okay, so let's start off with the exterior. Okay, so the exterior, I put a TLR1 HL streamlight on it. Extremely bright. I'm gonna flag you guys a little bit. Alright, so there's a strobe mechanism on it also. So it's perfect for any type of night shooting, which I do sometimes. And if you guys enjoy these in another video, and it's only if you guys want me to put this up, because I don't want to waste my time making these videos. I'm gonna teach you guys how to night shoot and all that shit, and you know, rifle, how to shoot with the rifle and all that good stuff. All right. So, anyways, and I also changed out the slide lock, which is right here. It's an extended slide lock, or I don't know. I think it's called a slide lock. It's extended so it's easier to field strip. And that's about it. That's all I did to the exterior of it. All the good stuff is in interior of the weapon. So we're gonna take it apart. So we already cleared it just in case. We're gonna pull the trigger, right? And then we're gonna take it apart. And what I did to this interior of the Glock is I put a different guide rod. Same thing, a stainless steel guide rod that is like I think it was, as I said, it was 5 times heavier than the polymer guide rod that comes with the Glock 17, and obviously it does increase the accuracy actually a lot. It actually really does. And for the trigger, I removed the original stock trigger, which was like a 5.5 trigger pull. Some guy did a test. It ended up actually being more. So I changed the trigger out where the disconnector to a 3.5 pound disconnector in here. Basically what I did is, you know, I took these pins out. And I don't know why my camera would not focus so you guys can see better. But anyways, I took the pins out like right here. And I took this pin out and I just hammered, I didn't hammer it out, but I just took it out and I took out everything, the trigger spring, the disconnector, and I replaced it with a new disconnector, and the trigger pull is actually very, very nice. So I'm gonna put it back together, and I'm gonna show you the reset of it and how light the pull is. So I'm gonna put it back together. Excuse me, my guide rod was being in the way. Okay, so the trigger is actually very smooth. And the reset. There we go. And take a look at the CZ75B. The CZ75B might actually sound a little bit smoother, but it actually is not. I can feel it in my fingers already. Alright, so I'm gonna press the trigger. Yeah. So I don't know if you can't. It's really hard to tell the difference on camera, but still, the Glock is definitely more manageable in terms of recoil, in my opinion, just because the way I customized it. I put a weapon light on it, also because of just to add a heavier muzzle or more weight in front of the weapon, so the muzzle climb will be reduced a lot more. All right. The last but not least, the best, so I say the best for last because I love my AR-15. It's basically the exact same build that I had in the Marine Corps. The only difference between the two is that I don't have the RCO, which I believe that the Marine Corps uses the T831, Trigicon T831 RCO with the honeycomb thing in the front. But yeah, I originally bought this AR-15 in a Sport 2 model, the MP-15 Sport 2 model, which came with this upper. Okay, it's a good upper, but definitely not this good of an upper. Okay, this is a FN 20-inch barrel. Shoots amazing. It's basically the same thing as what the Marine Corps uses. The Marine Corps uses Colt and FN. I believe they mostly use FN now. Even their M4s. Only difference between the two is that I know the Marine Corps' barrel has a little cut over here, while this one doesn't. Okay, and this AR-15 actually went through a lot with me, and I've had this for a long time, longer than any of the pistols that I've had, thousands upon thousands of rounds through it, and yeah, it's all banged up, as you can see. You know, it's all banged up. And it's really pretty jacked up, to be honest. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I didn't take care of this. And honestly, I don't take care of any of my guns besides cleaning it. I treat my guns like a tool. Yeah, you can call me treating it like a Lego or whatever, but it's basically how it is. But anyways, so M&P Sport 2 lower, okay? All right, I'm gonna go over the basic stuff. Colt A2 buttstock, genuine Colt A2 buttstock. Spending a lot of money on this fucking rifle. EOTech 512, okay? And yeah, but anyways, Maytag rear flip-up sight, Knight's armament rail, and the grip pod, also known as the ghetto grip. Okay, well, the grip. Let's go over from the top to the bottom. Okay, so the freaking ghetto grip. All right, it acts as a broomstick, where you know it's easier to maneuver the weapon in certain scenarios and manages recoil a lot more. And you can also use it as a freaking bipod, which is freaking amazing. You know, I've done long range shots past 500 with using this bipod. It's a really stable bipod and it doesn't break. You know, it looks plastic, it looks polymer, but then you can slam this shit and it will not fucking break. Alright, so moving on to the rails. This is a Knight's armament rail. Okay, Knight's armament rail. Obviously the standard Picatinny rail. You can attach weapon lights, you can attach freaking lasers and all that good stuff. You can even attach the freaking Glock light to it. So that's the Picatinny rail, just in case if I ever want to customize my AR-15 or quote-unquote M16, whatever you want, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and you know, whatever zombie apocalypse comes, you know, I'm gonna put like some weapon shit on it, you know, like weapon lights and lasers on it. All right, okay, so the EOTech 512. This is a 1/3 co-witness EOTech. Okay, 1/3 co-witness EOTech. Okay, meaning that it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not too sure, but I know that it is risen up just a little bit, just so it can be above the front sight post, which is here, right here, if you line it up. So you can just single out the red dot, and for the backup sight, you're still able to line up the red dot sight with the backup sight and the front sight post. But if you just want to use a red dot, you could, okay, because of how it's a little bit raised. And you know, and technology always fails, so you always have a rear iron sight backup sight. Is a Maytag backup sight, is also the same one that the military uses. Basically, this AR is military grade. It's good shit. Cold hammer forged barrel, 1-in-7 twist chamber, and 5.56 NATO. Also interchangeable with 223s, 1-in-7 twist. I shoot 55 grain and it shoots awesome past 500, which is freaking amazing. But that's about it for the freaking AR-15. You know, it's M16 bolt carrier group, and yeah, it's pretty standard. It's pretty standard. Nothing really too special about it. And I know a lot of people will, oh, why don't you get a 16-inch barrel or whatever and shit like that. Well, you know what I mean. I don't like being a gear creator. I like putting shit on my AR and pistols for utility and training and stuff like that. And let me tell you guys one thing. In my opinion, the most valuable thing you can learn from the Marine Corps is shooting. Because a lot of people won't be impressed by the way you shoot because you're trained. You know, you can't take your MOS and apply it to the civilian world. You could take shooting and apply it to the civilian world. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. You know what? I'm gonna do something for you guys. Let me just show you guys what it looks like, what it feels like to look through an EOTech. Okay, so let me see if that shit's on. Yep, that shit is on. Okay, so I'm gonna see if you can see it. So I don't know if you guys can see it. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of blurry because it's yeah. But anyways, you guys get the point. I'm trying to zoom in on it, but I can't. The camera is being too shitty to let me. Okay, so. That's how it feels like to look through an EOTech. And to turn it off, just press the two buttons over here at once. Boom, now it's off. Okay, yep, it is off. Alright, now, and it's hot as fuck in here, man, because it lights. I'm sweating, as you can see, okay? just in case the zombie apocalypse ever happens, I'm ready. You know, I got a lot of rounds in my house, but I'm gonna shoot it off probably this Sunday. Another thing is, if you guys would love to have me vlog my shooting times and make you look epic and shit, this is kind of a on the spot kind of thing. Please let me know in the comments below. I know there's 700 something of you guys out there, and I know you guys watch my freaking videos. On one of my videos, it's like, damn, 16,000 views. I'm pretty happy. You know, I never thought my YouTube account would actually make it even past 100, but it's all thanks to you guys. You know, I would love to train, show you guys what I do for training and all that, and it's a valuable skill. So really practice it. If you're a reservist, I would suggest going out and buy yourself pistols and AR-15 and lots of ammo and go practice. I know, yeah, it's expensive, but hey, you know, you're a Marine, you sign up for this job, you know, you just do the basic Marine shit, because you can't do your MOS outside the Marine Corps. So improve on the basic Marine shit, and chances are you might get promoted faster than you think. Okay? So, yeah. If you guys want me to upload any type of training, quote-unquote training videos, or what I do for training, give you some nice tips and tricks, I can. Anyways, stay sharp, be safe, and remember, clip of this kills. Thanks for watching. Oorah!